Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy holidays. Here from St. Vital Centennial Arena, GShow Productions is proud to present MMJHL Game Day live tonight between the two finalists from last season, the defending champion St. James Junior Canucks, taking on the finalists, of course, the St. Vital Junior Victorias. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Graham the G-Show Forsyth, and on Tuesday night, the Victorias played at home against the Pembina Valley Twisters. This game got called, postponed until a later date due to an issue in the ice, but we'll cut to some highlights right now, as it was all Twisters in this first period. Max Collette takes a cross-crease pass from Xander Carrolls, making it 1-0, and then leading scorer for the Twisters, Merrick DeGrave, showing off his sniping ability, putting one in the gaping net there to make it 2-0 for the Twisters. And then things would end up getting worse for the Victorias as this period would go along. Another misplay, or good forecheck from the Pembina Valley Twisters on the forecheck. Getting that pass to the slot, that puck to the slot to Merrick DeGrave for his second of the game. It would be his 16th of the year, of course. The Twisters would end up leading 3-0 after that first period. They were on their way to their 14th win of the season. St. Vital was on their way to dropping their 11th of the season. But yeah, it's been a December to forget for the Vics up until this point. They started off strongly with the win against the River East Royal Knights, where there were also ice issues in that one, but then that rough start in the first period leading to that loss against the Raiders that was seen here a few weeks ago on GShow Productions. 4 goals against in that first period against the Transcona Railer Express. 4 goals in the first period against the Riels in that loss. They got off to the lead 1-0 early on against the Stonewall Jets in a game they won. And of course, another slow start there against the Pembina Valley Twisters on Tuesday night. But tonight, they cannot afford it against the lead league in St. James Junior Canucks to fall behind the way they have. St. James has been dominant all season long, as you see by the standing. Sure, they've been losing a bit more as the season's gone along, but 21-3-0-1, 43 points, by far the best team in the league. And as we see St. Vital, at one point in the season, they were at second place. They've now fallen down to about 6th place, heading into the final 2 days of games, as there's going to be 4 games going on tomorrow in the MMJHL. But speaking of this St. James Junior Canucks team, like, they're loaded from top to bottom. When you look at Tyrone Willen leading the league in points right now, Brady Whiteley, the top points defenseman so far this season. Rory Neal, not sure if he'll be playing in tonight's matchup, as he has taken some time away from the team, but a player that's played in the WHL. He's only 19 heading into this season. At one point, he was top 2 in points. So they got offense from the back end, a lot of offense from up front. Griffin Height and Ashton Romanek have been big time. Captain Cale Price has put up the offense too this season. Cole Younger, 20 assists. He's been having a fantastic year. Mason Vandal. It's just, the list goes on. And then in net, not sure if Murphy or Gilbert is getting the start tonight, but they're setting goal too. But taking on a Victoria's team that is one of the only teams to hand them a loss. Fun fact, the Vics were the first team to beat St. James this season. As you take a look at it, St. Vital has their star power, but so does St. James. If we take a look at their averages this season, St. James first in goals against per game, top 3 in power play and penalty kill percentage, having the best in the league on the PK. For the Vics, they're around the middle of the pack in terms of goals for, goals against per game, top 5 in both power play and PK percentage. But in this game tonight, it's the Victorias looking to end their 2023 portion of the schedule off strong. Same with the St. James Junior Canucks. Both these teams will be playing their final games of the 2023 portion of the schedule tonight. And the keys to the game, I would say, for St. James, don't get away from your game, right? Sure, you've taken quite a bit of penalties this season. That's kind of even out as the season's gone along. For them, yes, you like to play physical, but last time these two teams played here in St. Vital, this game got away from St. James because they got undisciplined, taking too many unnecessary penalties. Sure, they got the best penalty kill in the league, but you don't want to give a team like St. Vital, who's looking for life, the life that they need in this game. For St. James, just look to play your game too, right? A complete 200-foot game where you're defensively sound, you're putting up the chances in the offensive zone, and also get on your attack. Play aggressive, don't sit back, because that's when this Junior Canucks team is at their best. For the St. Vital Junior Victorias, I'd say it's pretty darn simple, ladies and gentlemen. Get off to a better start in the first period. Be stronger at defending the middle of your ice, as the Vics have given up quite a bit of prime real estate there that they paid for it in the games that we've seen. Make an effort to get back check, look to compete from the very start, because that's how you're going to beat a team like St. James. If you compete, don't give them much room to breathe, but it has to be a better start from St. Vital. They need to get more bodies to the net. You don't need it to be a skill play, you just need it to be simple and get that puck in the back of the net. And defending, you need to be sound on the rush, because they're going to make you pay for it if you're not structurally sound to get back. And you are also going to need to defend the front of your net really well, because St. James is going to be looking to pounce on those opportunities in front of the net, and that's been an area where you've been weak this season. So that's going to do it for the keys to the game. St. James is making their way out on the ice right now. You've been watching the pregame show for tonight's matchup on GShow Productions between the Junior Victorias and the St. James Junior Canucks in the third installment of last year's finals rematch. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Graham GShow Forsyth, for tonight. This game tonight brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, Terrico, and Goaltenders. We'll be back for the start of the call for this game after O Canada. we're set to drop the puck here tonight. We saw a prediction in the chat, 5-1 for the Junior Canucks and Gilbert having a solid performance. We'll see if that's right. Thanks to everyone that is tuning in tonight in a game that is brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Be sure to visit their website at midcanadafasteners.shop today. Out to take the draw. Height against Itchaporic, and the Canucks win it here to start things off in the third installment of the finals rematch. St. James playing it towards the net to start off. Number 8, Jarrett Ross gets it to the net. That's going to be turned aside by number 1, Mason Tebex, getting the start tonight. Gets towards the net there. The shot from Younger, who, like many St. James Junior Canucks players, is having a great season this year. Very productive. Tebex directs that into the corner for Malmus. Malmus plays that up towards Aiden Anderson along the boards. It's Payson Butler going to Malmus. Malmus off the boards to Butler. Butler looking to break out. Starting it with the pass to Nolan Anderson. That got tipped into the neutral zone. Malmus playing that to Payson Butler. Butler to Aiden Anderson. As Kaiser and Netchwaduke are out there with him. Kaiser couldn't get that in deep. And on the forecheck is Price and number 2 and Tyrone Willen, leading scorer in the MMJHL heading into this one. That gets played towards the middle for Macchio, and he sends that down low. Or Macchias, I should say. As the Vicks with possession in the neutral zone now. To Dayton Kiesman, he stretch passes that into the stick of Netchwaduke, deflected out of play. Up into the netting as we are still 0-0 here with about a minute and a half gone in this period. Clock continues to run for some reason. I'm not quite sure. As Kaiser out on the draw, loses that, and it's played off the backboards by Phillips to a teammate in the St. James end. St. James along the boards, playing it back, looking to break up now, as that's Jacob Phillips. Looking towards the middle, can't feed that through, and it's Reese White with it. Past the red line. Kaiser sends that in after getting the short pass from White. Netchwaduke in on the forecheck along with Kaiser. That puck gets past him. It's into the middle now for Tyrone Willen. Banded through with one hand. Willen trying to slither his way past, but can't get a loose puck there. Bouncing puck, that is. Dumped in by Netchwaduke now for the Vicks at center ice as he goes off for a change. Kaiser's still out there. Brady Whiteley gets rubbed out along the boards. No, sorry, that was Mason Vandell. That puck hitting the back of a Junior Canucks teammate. Now it's Lee with the shot on that, or sorry, Luke Elliott. And we'll get a face-off to the blocker hand side of Gibson. But not before we get our first penalty of the game. Coming to number 14 in Lane Richardson, sending the Vicks on the power play for the first time tonight. Going up against the number 1 penalty kill in the league in St. James, and they go to work quickly on it as it's sent way down into the Vicks zone to Beck. Out of his net to play it, leaving it for Belatti. Just going to have it. No Denny Gagnon again tonight for the Victorias. Head coach Tyler Anderson said that missing his presence has hurt the team, not only on the ice, but in the room. The little things he does, all the things he does as their leader. As play towards the middle for Nolan Anderson. Tries splitting the D, but can't. Kaiser unable to cradle that puck as it was in his skates, as that gets sent back down into the Vicks end. And Canucks still keeping their penalty kill unit out there. This is going to be Seth Halati. Kicks that to the right. Nice move by Aiden Anderson attacking the middle. Or no, that's Luke Elliott. Apologies. Elliott's going to be rubbed out. It's into the neutral zone. Reese Malmus now backtracking for the Vicks with a minute left on the power play. He's waiting for some fresh legs on the ice, surveying options, and now he goes. Reese Malmus with room to take it in his own end into the neutral zone now. Looking to drop, can't. Oh, almost in trouble there. And number 3 in Werfel, who ends up cross-checking Malmus to the ice, is sent down low into the Canucks end now, where the Vics look to potentially go to work, but sent down quickly by the Canucks on this successful penalty kill. There hasn't been much shot from the far boards there from Werfel. Werfel still on the attack, pressuring Malmus. Werfel gets his stick knocked out of his hands. No penalty drawn on the play. So the Vics able to successfully look to break out now with 18 seconds left. It's Nechwaduk bringing it in. He's going to delay high near the blue line. Tries playing that towards the middle, but can't. There's a loose puck there for Machia. Machia sending that down low. Vics, 5 seconds left here on the power play. It rims around to the point to Nichaporik. Back to even strength now. Malmus decides to send it back in after the puck was sent out. The Vics go off for a change. Nothing really doing there from the Vics on that power play opportunity. Couldn't really establish. And that Canucks penalty kill is showing why they are number one for good reason. So it was direct clean and out for that team. Werfel even with some good chances, some disruption that is. On the 4-on-5 for St. James. That's dumped into the corner, into the St. James end, held in by White. White shot deflected wide of the net. It's along the boards. Imbrogno there along with the teammates. Sent around by the Canucks towards the middle. Now that puck over the stick of number 20 in Magnum Grindle. Ref didn't call the play right away, but does for an icing with 14:25 remaining. Still a tie game at 0-0 between these two teams. The season series 1-1. St. Vital, the first team to knock off St. James this season in a 5-2 victory early on this year. When St. James started off the season 7-0, now at 21-3-1. You would think, if there was betting, the odds-on favorite, the unanimous favorite to win the championship. Rebound now off the board, scores for Kaiser. An unlucky bounce there for St. James. A fortunate one for the Vics and Jack Kaiser. He hovers in the low slot. That shot wide of the net from the point. Murphy loses track of it as it bounces off the boards. Realizes too late that it's on the stick of Kaiser, puts it in the wide open net. And the Victorias, for the first time here on GShow Productions, lead in the first period. In a game brought to you by Terrico, serving Manitoba producers for over 80 years. Be sure to visit their website at terrico.ca to find out why they're so trusted. St. James going the other way. It's Cole Younger with the puck. Plays that towards Height. He has a shot blocked there by Halati. Halati can't get that past the skates of Height. Height towards the middle. Defended nicely by Halati. Sticked away. Going to be rubbed out there is DeGagne. The Vics looking to go the other way. Banked off the boards. Intended for Aiden Anderson there from Nechwaduk, but intercepted. Here's DeGang. The other way. Vandal, or Height, sends it into the opposite corner from where he dumped it in terms of the side. Along the boards where there was an ice issue on Tuesday night, had to postpone the game. Height playing towards the middle. DeGagne getting a stick taken away there by Malmus. Luke Elliott stands up to the hit attempt there from Younger. Turned over in the neutral zone. St. James going the other way. It's Height protecting the puck, trying to get through, or go through all the Victorias. Can't. That shot deflected out of play. And we'll get a stoppage with 12:33 remaining in this first period. Victoria is leading by a score of 1-0. Payson Butler out there along with number 18 and Blakely. No, Payson Butler going off. Lee going up against the other 18, captain for the Canucks and Cale Price. Price wins the draw to Willen towards the boards. Willen, Thorstel back to Willen. Willen to Phillip. Phillip, his shot gets blocked. And go to battle in the corner. It's going to be up to the point to Phillips. Phillips has a shot blocked by him. No, looking to beat him with speed, but can't. Nice block by him there. Borthistle sent that to teammates. Up now to Tyrone Willen. Willen, nice cutback. Tries sending that towards the middle. Hits a skate. Dane Kiesman now battling in the corner along with Cale Price. Tyrone Willen long to get the puck. It's to Cale Price now. Price battling along the boards, getting chippy. Tyrone Willen with possession. He sends that to Borthwhistle. His shot can't get through. Nice block there by the Victorias. Played towards the middle there for Lee into the neutral zone. Tyrone Willen now recovered and plays it back to their own end. Mason Vandal in the neutral zone. He's up into the Vic zone now. His shot going to be another block by St. Vital. Going the other way now, it's Machia with it. Machia cutting towards the left side, protecting the puck. Machia, tight turning in the corner, gets that to Wirch. Wirch, though, that gets past him into the Vic zone. As Tabak is out to play, plays that up the boards to Wirch. Wirch, boards to Elliott. Elliott plays that to neutral ice, but can't get that to Kaiser. Vandal, Mason Vandal sends that down. Tabak misplays the puck, almost gets in trouble, but survives for now. The Canucks pressing in the corner. Up towards the blue line for Anderson. He kicks that out to Machia. Machia, past the red line, just dumps that into the opposite corner. Kaiser tries clogging up the boards and does a good job as he does just that. Puck still in the corner. Along the boards is Nolan Anderson. Can't quite see it clearly. Anderson now gets us to the point for Malmus. Walking in, his shot blocked and tipped out of play with 10:29 remaining now in this first period of action. Victorias. The goal earlier in the period, making it a 1-0 game. Over the St. James Junior Canucks. Wishing everyone a safe and happy holidays. Merry Christmas. We'll be back in 2024 for more broadcasts. It's going to be a lot of fun here from St. Vital Centennial Arena. That shot tipped wide of the net. The crease occupied by Gilbert. The Vics looking to win the race to the corner. Looked like they did, going to battle with St. James now. Number 15 in the corner for Krekowitz. Sat around towards the middle for number 3 in Werfel. He's given chase on number 17 in Butler. Forces a turnover as Vic's struggling to break up along the wall closest to us. It's Butler now going D to D to Malmus. Malmus back to Butler, and Butler to Malmus. As the Vic's into the neutral zone now. Malmus just past the red line, sends it in, and goes off for a change. It's D to D for the Canucks. Go up the boards with the pass. Now to Grindle. Grindle, his shot, low of the net. Turned aside there by Tebek. Played off the boards by the Vics and into the neutral zone now. Number 8 in Ross just plays it in by skating it, but sent out quickly by the Victorias. To the neutral zone, it's sent off the boards, sent back down by the Victorias. Sending it down low deep now is Rubini as the Vics looking to go on the forecheck. Jarrett Ross playing that around the boards. It's played up to the middle now as the Canucks are going to be going on their first power play of the game coming up. Reese White touches up. It's going to be a charging penalty coming up here. See who's assessed with the minor. So that'll be number 11. One of the Vic's best players. You could argue their best player in Ryan Netroduke going off. And in this power play, brought to you by Goaltenders, your goalie's personal video review service. The Canucks will have 2 minutes within this time to tie this game on a power play that ranks 3rd in the league. And sent down early with success by the Vics, that's Reese Malmus. It's been one of the more steady defensemen for the Victorias this season when we've watched them here on MMJHL Game Day. The Canucks transitioning up. So they gain the Victoria's zone now. Played into the corner for Cale Price where he's going to be tied up. Gets out of it. Played up to Whiteley. Whiteley gets it back now. Mason Vandal out there with him. Played down low. Tries getting that towards the middle is Mason Vandal. It's actually Krekowitz at the point. And he has that now, along with Whiteley. Sends that down towards the hash marks, half wall, to Willen. Mason Vandal now, down low, taken towards the half wall. Plays that up top to Whiteley. Whiteley to the left to Willen. Nice move. Oh, a backhand. That just goes wide. Krekowitz with it now. Relentless control by the Canucks. To the left to Willen. Down low to Mason Vandal. Back to Willen. Tyrone Willen now surveying options. To the point to Whiteley. Whiteley to Krekowitz. Krekowitz across to Willen. That pass can't connect. Down low to Mason Vandal. Just looking for his options. That pass fanned on. Vic's trying to chip that pass. It was in Brogno, but can't. As Cale Price taken out into the boards. No call on the play. It still remains in the Vic zone. Finally out. And Brogno giving chase, but Whiteley going to beat him there to it. To Kaiser's possession now. Kaiser with it. Oh, reverse hit on Cale Price from Kaiser in neutral ice. As he got kicked out 2 Thursdays ago. And that was Kiesman flying on screen there. But Kaiser got kicked out 2 Thursdays ago against the Riels in a dirty hit. He's been showing his physical size, using his physical side, as I should say, using his size to his advantage. Just needs to keep his checks under control. And that one, that reverse hit that you just saw on Cale Price, was well under control. Beautiful play by number 16. Gotta love the beautiful game. It's 7:03 remaining. Score 1-0 for the Vics. The Canucks dominant on this power play, but they'll have nothing to show for it as it expires. The scoreboard, that is. Still 1-0 for the Vics. Aiden Anderson looking to draw a penalty. Doesn't. Shot blocked. Kaiser. Nice one. Sacrificing the body there from number 5 in Borthistle. Play towards the slot area. Kaiser. Goal scorer gets turned aside. Works with the shot. Rebound there. Loose puck. Vics can't battle away at it successfully as it's sent back into their zone. Turned over now. Height tries getting past White, but can't with the dangle. Height plays that to no one. It's going to be Nolan Anderson who just sends it down. Ends up into the Canucks zone. It's going to be held behind the net for now. Circling around as Rubini for the Vics. It's played towards the outlet man. Back towards the middle for number 26 and Whiteley. He just decides to dump that in. Hits Butler's stick. Ends up being guided into the crease for Quebec. And he's been sharp here early on when he's had to be. 5:52 remaining between the Victorias and the Canucks. Draw's going to be one to the point. Shot going to be in, tipped. Save made by Quebec. Play to Whiteley. Whiteley to Ross. His shot wide of the net. Whiteley strong along the wall, just holds that in. Played off of Werfel. Werfel good on the forecheck though. Werfel in on Nichapuric. Now jumping into the play is number 9 in Anderson. Another penalty coming up here for the Vics. A little chop there from Butler in the corner. Play's going to be stopped up. And looks like this is going to be a high stick coming up, actually. There's some rough stuff. Some extracurriculars after the whistle. St. James going to their next power play of this game. Brought to you by Terrico, of course, serving Manitoba producers for over 80 years. Draw one by the Canucks. It's played to Krekowitz. The Canucks looking for the equalizer. Whiteley from the point, his shot off of a skate. Shin pad, as I should say, into the netting. Get another face-off in the Victoria's end. Draw to the glove hand side. Price out there. He wins it for the Canucks. Krekowitz tries to evade number 20 in Carter Lee. Gets it to Price down low. Price now looked like he was going to wrap around, doesn't. Plays that to Tyrone Willen to Whiteley. Whiteley now stepping in, down low, shot in tight. Covered up nicely there by Tebec. Height gets that back to the point for Willen. Willen to the point, shot one-timer wide of the net from Whiteley. Whiteley getting to the boards to keep it in. Towards the Vicks bench, across to Krekowitz. Krekowitz across, back to Whiteley, just keeps it in. Whiteley to Willen. Willen, his shot, can't get through. He plays that around to Krekowitz now, stepping up to the play, back to the point. Whiteley, his shot deflected wide of the net. Cale Price recovers the puck. Played up now to Krekowitz, across to Willen. Willen to the top, to Whiteley, to Krekowitz. Shot, glove save made by Tebec. With 53 seconds left, and this St. James Junior Canucks power play, man, their attacking seems cross-ice, protecting, keeping it to the outside, and it really starts with their quarterback on the power play, and Brady Whiteley, directing what's going to be happening, right? Really directing where this play starts and where it ends. But the Vicks able to survive so far. Canucks staying patient on the power play. We'll see if they continue to. Played down low to Mason Vandal towards the boards. Number 14 back down to Mason Vandal. Tried playing it back to Lane Richardson, but doesn't. It's to Borthwhistle. Across to Phillips, the other point man. Phillips, nice bank to Borthwhistle. Comes out to the other side. Off the boards now. Back to Phillips. To Borthwhistle. Across. Save made. Kept in still. Crowd not liking it. Phillips with the shot. Blocked by an own man. Rebound. Hits traffic. 9 seconds left remaining. In tight for Mason Vandal. Getting the puck to the net. Vicks survive. Off the boards and cleared out. As the crowd giving a well-earned applause for this Vicks power player penalty kill. That came up huge. The Canucks also showcasing that they're not afraid to take it to the net. An aggressive team. Could not get a clean shot on Tebec there. Maybe one, but the rebound chances. Swarms of Victoria bodies there to take it away. Great job at helping out their goaltender. Something that hasn't been the case here as much, especially in the first periods and starts of the game for the Vicks in their own end as of late. Need to be on the top of their game tonight. Competing at their highest level against the Canucks. Still up 1-0, but the Canucks still pressuring. Krekowitz sending that down low for Anderson. Anderson tried to bounce off, but couldn't from that Vicks player. It's sent down towards the boards. Nolan Anderson now getting it. Plays it to Aiden Anderson. Loses his balance. Aiden Anderson presented with the Player of the Month award for November at the start of this game. He was fantastic for the Vicks in that month, being recognized league-wide. Played off the boards to Borthwhistle now, as the Canucks look to break out. With 2:20 left in this period, and now here's a chance, Aiden Anderson, oh, nice defensive play, poke check from number 15. And Krekowitz, that hit the rooftop. So we'll go to a face-off outside. Or inside the Canucks zone with 2:11 remaining in this first period. Vicks still leading 1-0. The game brought to you by Goaltenders, your goalie's personal video review service. Sure to visit their website at GordyTomlinsonGoalies.ca for more information. Stretch pass to Willen, left for Vandal. Back to Willen. His shot almost through the 5-hole. Oh no, not even close. It was covered up nicely. Strong on the 5-hole there was Tebec. To get a face-off with 2 minutes exactly on the dot left to play here. Nichiporic out on the draw, taking on Cale Price. And it's going to be Price who's going to be kicked out of the face-off circle, actually. Mason Vandal coming out to take it. Ends up winning it, but into the possession of the Vicks. It's Nechwaduk looking to beat Ross with speed, but can't. He cuts him off nicely. Tried poking it past him, which he did, but couldn't get past the body of Ross. Back to get it now is Payson Butler. Oh, nice play to dive and get that stick in the lane. Eliminating the chance for the Junior Canucks. Along the boards, Netroduc unable to hold it in. Sent now to Melmus. He backtracks into his own end. Played off the boards to Nichaporek now. That hops over his stick. Canucks going D to D. Towards the middle for Willen. Little pass for Price. Price across to Mason Vandell. Vandell into the zone now. From the top of the circles. That one almost gloved by Quebec, but gets past him. Over the net. That shot through traffic. Can't get through. Played down low to Price. Out quickly and wide of the net was Mason Vandell. And the final minute of the period now is Rubini building speed through the neutral zone. Rubini tried shooting through a screen but couldn't. It's that fanned. Quick shot towards the net. Didn't get there. Covered with the stick of the Canucks. As they get it into the Vic zone. Back into the neutral zone. Rubini establishes. A save made by Gibson after Rubini used Borthistle as a screen. In the final minute here. Sure to stick around for the second and third period as we'll be broadcasting the whole game, folks. Our final free game of the season. I know I've been saying that a lot, but just setting up our service. Going to take the rest of this year to do that, and we'll be ready to go charging games for 2024. A lot of hockey that's going to be played here. 8 games in total, spread out in the months of January, February, and March from St. Vital Centennial Arena. That one saucered into the neutral zone. Unable to get it was Lee. It's going to be deflected down into the Vic's end. Kiesman back there to recover it. Degagne now looking to cut through twice almost he did, but couldn't complete the move to stay on the puck. 5 seconds remaining now. Height directs it in to the Vic zone. Halati there. Well, inside, outside move on Degagne to try to evade him. And that's going to do it for the first period of action. After 20 minutes, the Victoria is up 1-0. Jack Hazer putting away a fortuitous bounce for the Victorias earlier on in this period. One that ended up fooling Noah Gilbert. But since then, it's been more chances for the Canucks. They've had some power play time that's allowed them to establish good zone time and work good possession. But credit to the Vics. You know, they're getting back into good positions to cover. They're protecting their house with urgency, and that's what you're going to need to do against the St. James Junior Canucks team, where as good as their shooters are, way less dangerous from the outside than in the inside. We are going to go to a break here. You're going to see our promo on the screen, our promo graphic on the screen, as we're going to go to a break. We'll be back for the second period call here between the Victorias and the St. James Junior Canucks here from St. Vital Centennial Arena. Victoria's up 1-0. I've been your play-by-play commentator, Graham the GShow Forsyth, and a matchup brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Goaltenders, your goalie's personal video review service, and Terrico. Manitoba producers, their trusted agricultural service for over 80 years. We'll be back for the second period in just a little bit here, folks. Get rid of this for now. And we're back here at St. Vital Centennial Arena where the Victorias are up 1-0 after the first on the St. James Junior Canucks. The Vic's first lead here in the first period at St. Vital in quite a while. As for those of you that have tuned in before to our broadcast, know that they've been off to slow starts, but not as much the case here for St. Vital tonight. They bank in off of a fortunate bounce for themselves. Can't seem to speak great English with that one word I'm trying to pronounce. But a fortunate bounce for the Vics. Kaiser in the right position to put it in one that ended up fooling Gilbert. And the Canucks on their power play opportunities were controlling the pucks really well, but huge credit to the St. Vital Junior Victorias for getting in shot lanes and blocking the shots, sacrificing bodies, and giving up, only the easier saves for their goaltender to make more so in that period. St. James will be looking for more high-danger scoring areas here. Will be looking to evade the blocks that the Vics are putting on them, and for the Vics, they'll be looking to continue to sacrifice the body, look to put up some more offense to give themselves a potential more comfortable lead in this game. As Nichaporik out there on the draw for St. Vital, out to take the draw for the Junior Canucks is Griffin Height. Both of these teams at center ice now. We're set to drop the puck and we're off. 1 to Ross from Height. Ross now bringing in his shot from a bad angle. Ends up going out of play here to start things off in the period. Just to get the shots for you guys in that first period of action, it was 11-4 for St. James. So Vic's looking to generate some more shots, but the main thing I think they're looking to do is survive in their own end. Continue to block shots there, gets through traffic this time, rebound, and it's going to be covered up by Mason Tebeck. Starter for tonight's game for the Vicks. They'll have to do a lot of that as this game goes along. A lot of fighting in the crease to keep that puck out. Griffin Heights still out there, going up against, I believe, Jack Kaiser, as Kaiser loses the draw to Height. Back to the point for Ross. He fakes, he gets that shot, but through high of the net. As the Canucks look to keep it in, taken out now by the Vicks, turned over at center ice. Whiteley taking it in. Whiteley now kicks it out wide. Shot scores! Griffin Height unloads on a crisp pass taken from Brady Whiteley. And the first real time tonight we've seen the Vicks crack on the defensive side of the puck. It's bad puck management. A turnover at center ice. Whiteley steps up into the play with speed. Locates an open man on the right side. A crisp, accurate shot. High blocker side pass to Beck. And the Junior Canucks, the defending champs, tying this game up. Not even a minute into the second period. Let's see how the Vicks respond. After coming into this period with the lead. And a game brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools. Be sure to check out their store locations in Brandon and Winnipeg today. They're closing for 2023 tomorrow. So be sure to check them out before it ends. Shot, save made. Rebound there, through, scores! Jack Kaiser picking up a loose puck. Putting it past a scrambling Noah Gilbert who couldn't recover in his crease. And Kaiser with his second goal of the game for the Victorias. Putting themselves in the right position. And the Vicks lead again, up 2-1 over the Junior Canucks. A quick response from them from that top line. Here's Luke Elliott now going in with speed, looking to split the D. Gets taken out now by Werfel. Ref not calling anything on the play, though. Werfel now with the puck and going to bounce it off the boards. Can't get past a Vic stick. So Luke Elliott now leaving it for number 17 in Payson Butler, who is playing defense. Taking over since Denny Gang. So Vic's rolling with one less forward as a result. Blake Lee playing that towards the front of the net. That gets turned aside. It's Carter Lee, sorry, wearing number 20. 18 is Blake Lee, who's also out there. Lee going off for a change. It's down for an ice. An icing, that is. We'll get a face-off back into the St. James Junior Canucks zone. That top line for the Vics, it can be such a difference no matter who's playing on it, whether it's Rubini, Netchwaduke, or both of them. But Netchwaduke and Kaiser on the top line. Here's Werfel breaking through. He has a man with him. Werfel backhand to the net, save made by Tebek. Werfel back on it, wraparound chance. No, that's number 14, sorry, and Richardson that had the wraparound chance. Number 20 in Carter Lee playing that up for number 15 in Nichaporuk. Nichaporuk now with it on his stick as he just decides to send that down low. Going into pressure now on Krakowitz. As Nichaporuk down, shot from the slot. Turned aside from Gilbert. And not quite sure what happened to Nichaporuk there. He went down, gets up slowly. He's on his feet though. They'll go off for a change. Maybe he got sticked in an uncomfortable place. The area we don't speak of. Well, it's going to be Jack Kaiser out to take the draw along with the Andersons, Nolan, and Aiden. Draw one by the Vics. Rimmed around. Kaiser in, trying to block that wall up. Puck got past him, but sent into the opposite corner again. Nolan Anderson couldn't get to Whiteley fast enough. Canucks going the other way. Griffin Height gets taken out. The puck taken away at center. Cut off. Whiteley playing that back quickly to Jarrett Ross. Ross to get Gain. Puck taken away. Vicks establishing the zone now. Fake from Anderson. Plays that to Nolan Anderson from Aiden Anderson. Reese Malmus now looking to go D to D. Stick goes flying from number 17 and younger. Him and Malmus now getting into it. Tangled up at center ice. Crowd commanding a call. Won't get it. It's Aiden Anderson now protecting the puck. Gets that towards the slot. Shot there low. Turned aside from Gilbert. Chance from Nolan Anderson. Puck sent out of play. We'll get a face-off now inside of the Canucks zone. So it's Netchwaduke, Rubini. Number 18 and Blake Lee put together. Draw's going to be won by the Vics. Played to the point from Netchwaduke. Back on Netchwaduke's stick. His shot on the breadbasket. Right on the logo of Noah Gilbert. We'll get another face-off. And this top line does such a good job of just creating chances from all over in the offensive zone. They can create from down low, from the boards out, generating shots from the high slot. We've seen some fancy moves this season too from Tyler Rubini on the breakaway chances he's had. This line also can go to work as they do that now. Looking to keep the puck in along the boards. It's Netchwaduke blocking up the boards. Blakely now dragging to protect the puck. Leaves that for Kiesman. Kiesman, his shot gets deflected wide of the net. Tyler Rubini now plays it to Netchwaduke. His shot in on the logo of Noah Gilbert once again. So we'll get a stoppage here with 15:23 remaining in this period in the game. Brought to you by Terrico serving Manitoba producers in the agricultural industry for over 80 years. Sure to visit their website to see why they're so trusted at gshow.ca. Nichiporic is going to be sent out of the face-off circle. It's going to be number 12 in Luke Elliott to play it. No, it's actually going to be Seth Halati, a defenseman. Vicks end up winning the draw at the point. Nichiporic across to Kiesman, gets the shot block, and here goes Willen. Willen in on alone, on score. Oh, not scores, wide of the net. Thought he might have had it from here. In on alone on Tebec. Tebec up to the test. As the Vicks sending it down. Phillips playing that to Borthwhistle. That in the skates of Victoria. They end up sending that down low. Zimbrogno get into it first. Played it up to White. It's into the high slot now. Macchio couldn't get it. It's Mason Vandell. Dodges the hit along the Canucks bench. We're going to get a penalty here coming up on the play. It's going to go to the St. Vital Junior Victorias. As they'll be going to their third penalty kill of the game. Looking to continue to block shots as they've done so well before. It's one up to the point to Whiteley, to Krekowitz. Or to Krekowitz, that is. Krekowitz protecting along the boards. Gets that down low to a teammate. It's going to be Bray Jaquette rubbing him out along the boards. Play up to Whiteley at the point. Whiteley kicked out to Krekowitz. Nice job getting a stick in there from the Vicks, and it's going to be Jack Hazer giving chase. No, sorry, Blake Lee, that is. He gets taken down high in the head. And an undisciplined course of action taken there from number 26 of the Junior Canucks and Brady Whiteley. Was a cross-check to the head, a two-hander. Number 18 of Blake Lee, getting pats from his teammates on the back, on the head. As his effort to get down there, his tenacity ends up drawing it. 4-on-4 for the next minute and 29 seconds. Aiden Anderson out to take it against Price on the draw, won by Price to Jarrett Ross. Ross playing that around the boards to Tyrone Willen, protecting. Gets that to Phillips now, and Phillips surveying, looking for options. So he kicks that out wide to Tyrone Willen. Tyrone Willen now cuts towards the middle, gets the puck taken away. Sent into the neutral zone now. Cale Price. Price across to number 24, and Phillips to Ross. Ross across to Price now. Cradles that puck nicely, picks it up, going down low. Price now. Down low to Willen. Willen tries sending that back down to Price, but couldn't. Just decides to send it up top now to Phillips. Phillips off the boards to Willen. Willen cutting in. His shot off the side of the net, it sounded like. So we play on here. 2-1 still in favor of the Victorias. They're looking to break out, and they do. It's Aiden Anderson generating speed through the neutral zone. He's past the blue line. His shot gets through. Glove or blocker save made by Noah Gilbert. We'll get a face-off here inside the Vic zone with 26 minutes remaining on their penalty. Go to the power play for a short time after. So it's Jack Kazer along with Tyler Rubini out there with Jaquette and Reese Malmus. Kazer can't win the draw against Richardson. One to Borthwhistle. Borthwhistle sends that to Bruce. Bruce back to Borthwhistle. Borthwhistle across, back to Bruce. Bruce one touches that up to a teammate, but turned over in the neutral zone. Jack Kazer now taking it and plays that out wide to Rubini. Rubini up to the point to Malmus. Malmus to Jaquette. Jaquette now shoots right on the pads of Gilbert. And he swallows that up, covering up for a save. As the Vicks now on the power play for the next 31 seconds in the broadcast tonight. Happy holidays, everybody. Brought to you by Goaltenders, your goalies, personal video review service. Be sure to check out their website for more information today or tonight or whenever you do at Goaltenders or GordyTumblesonGoalies.ca. Played up to the point to Malmus. Malmus now. Patient shot through traffic. Rebound. Unsuccessfully taken there by the Vicks. Covered up nicely by the Canucks. Richardson backs that out with one hand. So it forces the Vicks to now break out of their own end. Going 200 foot. Looking for one potential more opportunity here on the power play. Netroduc out front. Oh! That one wide. Chance from number 8 in Imbrogno. We're back to even strength. Potential 3-on-1 going the other way. That saucer pass across, though, from DeGagne. Yay, did not hit. This game feeling like it found new energy for a sec. Both these teams getting chances off of the rush. Jarrett Ross playing that off the boards. Nicholas Jarris looked like he was looking to blocker that out of the air. Gets called out of play. We'll get a face-off. Inside of the Canucks zone. It'll be Griffin Height out there with DeGagne and Younger. Kaiser out there to take the draw for the Vicks. Going to be won by the junior Canucks. Ross backhands that up to Younger. Dayton Kiesman sending that in deep. For Krekowitz, D to Ross. Ross back to Krekowitz. Krekowitz playing that up to Height. Height going to come in with speed. Height. Shot. Glove save made there by Tebek. Vicks trying to get that up the boards. Still held in by Jarrett Ross. Now played out into the Canucks zone. To the neutral zone for Younger. He sends that in deep. Griffin Height's going to be out there. Along with Younger to pressure down low the Vicks of Aid. And look to get this out, but sent right back down low again in the St. Vital end. Sent off the boards. Backboards, that is, in the Vicks zone. Off of the roof, out of play. With 10:36 remaining in this matchup. 2-1 the Vicks still lead. Courtesy of Jack Kaiser's second of the game. On his way to being the potential player of the game for tonight's matchup for the Victorias. Have to wait and see to find out what happens on the Canucks side of things, as this is played out, skated out by Tyrone Willen. He dumps it back in from center ice on net onto back. The Vicks now looking to break out. Gets sent cross ice. Jaquette off the boards there. Vicks struggling to play that along the boards. Losing sight of it is number 23 in Nolan Anderson. Has it in his feet. That's to Reese Malmus now as he breaks up into the neutral zone. Into the Canucks zone now, but offside. It's going to be called on the play. Exciting times coming in 2024, ladies and gentlemen, and whoever else may be watching, as we will be broadcasting 8 games here between the Junior Victorias and whoever else will be coming to visit. I think the Canucks may be on deck on that schedule. The Charleswood Hawks going to be making some appearances here. The Royal Knights. I think the only team that might not be is the Fort Garry Twins. But lots of great stuff coming to the network. Coming up this year. Rebound chance there. Number 18 in Cale Price. Played across from Mason Vandell. Up towards the point to Whiteley. Whiteley, his shot blocked there. It's been a common theme tonight for the Vicks by Aiden Anderson this time. Getting the block. Controlled from the corner. Sent out in front. Deflected wide of the net. Redirected wide of the net. As the Vicks playing it up. Anderson tried getting that towards the middle. Aiden Anderson, that is. It's back on his stick. Tries one touching that to a teammate, but can't. And Nichaporik. It's into the neutral zone now, and Tyrone Willen, past the red line, just decides to dump it in. So the Canucks get fresh bodies out with 9:02 remaining in this period. From the Centennial, long shot on net. Forced to cover it was to Beck. With 8:56 remaining here in this second period. Brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Until tomorrow, everybody, use GShow Productions with any one of your purchases to get a free Milwaukee Tool Coffee Mug with any one of your purchases. Has to be in store, though. They close for the new year tomorrow. So be sure to take advantage. Back to get it is Borthistle. Borthistle now sends that up the boards to number 27. In Smith, covered up off of the backboards by Noah Gilbert. Not fooling him this time. It was like a similar play to what happened on the first goal of this game by Jack Kaiser. Griffin Height, the lone goal scorer for the Canucks. He's on the bench currently. Out there is Thorsteinson taking the draw against Jack Kaiser. Looking to complete the hat trick tonight, I'm sure. It's kept in there by Reese White, sending that down low. Back to recover. Behind the net is Whiteley. Sends that off the glass, out into the neutral zone. Reese White sending that to Kaiser, but he was covered. Whiteley now in his own end, sending that across to Jarrett Ross. Surveying options, plays that to the neutral zone. Puck again gets sent down deep. Payson Butler playing across to teammate, and White tries maneuvering his way out but can't with a tight turn up to the point. Ross, his shot gets through, rebound cleared away. The Vicks looking to break it out, and they still can't. That gets sent into the boards, or into the St. James bench, I should say. With 7:53 remaining in this second period of action, 2-1 for the Victorias as they lead in this game. Thank you for all the kind words, everybody, that you've been tuning into the broadcast tonight. It means a lot to us here at GShow Productions. Digging that you guys are loving the dual camera angles tonight. We're looking to add a possible third here, but 2 is going to be our standard moving forward. But yeah, wishing you all the best this holiday season, and hoping for you all to tune into our games that will be $5 to watch coming up in the new year. It's in the Canucks zone, behind their net as they look to break out. Going to be number 9 in Arneson, sending that across to a teammate. It's the Vicks looking to break out the other way. No possession of the puck for them as it's in the Canucks possession. Whiteley now surveying options. Just goes back to D. Partner and Ross. That pass missing Whiteley's stick. And the Vicks look to break out the other way, though, but they just send it off the boards. A lot of board play in this one. A lot of dump and chasing. But here's a chance for the Vicks. Here in tight. Gilbert steering it aside. That puck getting turned over by the Canucks. The Vicks all over it on the forecheck. Rubbed out now. Here's a turnover. Degagne in the slot gets rubbed out as the Vicks going the other way now. Losing the footing, though, is number 22 in Jaquette. And here goes Younger. Younger, his shot. Rebound there, but not going to be recovered. Here's Jaquette going the other way. Cuts towards the middle. Into a teammate skate. Cross crease pass, and that one turned aside. Nice defensive stick. Gets sent down for an icing now. But that's going to be called off. Griffin Height wins the race to the puck. Play towards the middle. Rebound there. Degagne. Oh, his shot wide of the net. He's coming to send that down low is Krekowitz. It's Jaquette who ends up just playing it into the crease area of number 1 into Beck. He's going to cover up with 5:57 remaining here in this period. with mayhem at both ends of the ice in the crease areas. Draw going to be won through traffic. That ends up going wide of the net. And be held in by the point. Whiteley has his shot blocked. Safetel looking to go the other way, and they do just that. Number 23 in Nolan Anderson. Leaves a draw pass. Slot shot. Save made by Gilbert. And the Canucks going out the other way. Sending that down low. Mason Vandell wins the race to the puck initially. He gets taken out there by Dayton Kiesman along the boards. Canucks playing it towards the front of the net now. Into the slot area. Tripped up there is Mason Vandell. No call on the play. The Vicks going the other way. Nolan Anderson can't hold the line. And now here's some rough stuff. Can't do that after the whistle, which is shooting the puck. Won't be received nicely by the other team. And Brady Whiteley having some words there. Refs having to break them up. Him and Nolan Anderson. That's never welcome by the team that gets shot on. The shot after the whistle, goalie not expecting it. You could injure the goalie, stuff like that. So a bit cheeky there from the Vicks. They're actually going to be going to... Oh no, never mind, not going to a penalty. The box was open for a split second. Or no, they will be going to the penalty kill. After what I assume happened after the whistle. We'll see if this cost the Vicks. But no, it might not. As Rubini pickpockets, short-handed chance. Rubini shoots. Oh, nice save by Gilbert. On the odd man rush chance there by Rubini, who showcased himself as being a dangerous player off the rush this season. St. James dumping the puck in. Rim it around, and here's Rubini with another chance. This time not coming in with as much speed. That shot turned aside by Gilbert. From about the ringette line it was taken. And Griffin Height gonna wheel now through the neutral zone. Banks that pass behind the Vicks D. Height with the puck. Sends that to Krekowitz. Krekowitz down low for Cale Price. Price rims it around the boards. That takes a weird bounce though, and Rubini gets it out. Noah Gilbert there to stop it up. Leave it for a teammate. It's on the stick of Brady Whiteley now. Whiteley kicks that out wide to Krekowitz. Dumps it down. Rims it around as the Canucks hope to be on the puck first. It's up to the point to Whiteley. Whiteley across to Borthistle. Borthistle back to Whiteley. Whiteley to Willen. Down low now to a teammate. Tries getting that out in front. Loose puck there and cleared down by the Victorias. With 35 seconds remaining now on the Canucks power play. Whiteley back now to recover. Kicks it out wide again to Borthistle. Deja vu as they get it in. Younger now towards the slot area. Not a clean shot there. Up to 14 in Richardson. Borthistle at the point for Whiteley. A shot couldn't get through. Borthistle now coming down. 10 seconds left. To the point, back to Whiteley. Towards the boards to Borthistle. 4 seconds now. Richardson can't cradle the puck. Sending it down low. The Vicks survive. Another power play from the Canucks. They get it out now, and Anderson looking to beat Whiteley with speed. Tries cutting in, but Whiteley there to defend it well. Richardson getting that up to Younger, but not in possession of the Canucks, as that was not nearest stick for the pass. So with 2:56 remaining, we'll get a face-off just to the right of Noah Gilbert to his blocker hand side. We're looking at our end camera angle right now. Richardson winning the draw for the Canucks. Up to the point now for the Vicks as they hold it in. Dayton Kiesman sending that down low for Kaiser. Held in at the point now by Kiesman. That shot deflected, oh, just wide of the net. So close to it being a 3-1 game. And we'll get a whistle here. Happened right near the Vicks bench. So it'll be just outside the Vicks bench for the face-off. 2:39 remaining in this contest. Jack Kaiser out there to take the draw. Won now by number 16 and Thorsteinsson. Arneson out there along with Werfel. Werfel takes it in. Werfel played towards the middle, intended for Arneson, but couldn't receive it cleanly. Arneson behind the net, plays that out in front. Chance there for Werfel, but defended just well enough by the Vics. They go out the other way. Aiden Anderson now cutting towards the middle. Anderson takes it towards the backhand. Shielding now towards the boards with his forehand to Kiesman. Kiesman, his shot, high of the net. Gilbert gets taken out as well. Going to be goaltender interference, I believe, coming up here. To a junior Victoria. I wish we could see it again, folks. I wish we had replay. Gilbert taking a swig of water with his helmet off, but it's going to be a man that's been involved in absolutely everything for the Vics as of late, and Dayton and Jack Kaiser going to the box for the next 2 minutes, putting the Canucks back on the power play. Of course, he got kicked out 2 Thursdays ago against the Riels. He's shown his physical side, has shown his touch in front of the net as well. Having the only 2 goals for the Vics tonight, as he'll be off for the next 2 minutes. Canucks basically on a 5-on-4 for the rest of this period, for the duration of it. As Cale Price tried a little wraparound, trying to tuck it in there at the side of the net, but Mason Tobacco there, strong to cover up. Cale Price in on the draw, he wins it towards the boards closest to the bench. It's sent out of the Victoria's end now. Giving chase is number 18 and Blake Lee. Forcing a pass that is now on the stick of Whiteley. He sends that into the neutral zone for Griffin Height. Leaves that for Willen now to Height. Taking it around the net. Griffin Height protecting. Up towards the point now. Height kicks that to Tyrone Willen. Willen back to the point up top to Whiteley. Whiteley to Phillips. Back to Whiteley. Whiteley unloads his Willen in that shot wide of the net. Back up top now to Willen, or no, to Whiteley, sorry. He can't hold that pass in from Phillips. As Blair Mooney and his coaching staff going to decide to leave the top unit out. Tyler Anderson and his coaching staff, however, for the Vics decide to get some fresh bodies on the ice. In number 20, Carter Lee. Draw's going to be won by the Vics. Number 9, Tyler Rubini winning it. As more time going off, ticking down in this period. We're into the final minute. 53 seconds remaining on the Canucks man advantage. It's played up to Height. Taking that wide in on the Vics defense. 3 Canucks now in the corner to the Vics 2. Cale Price going to work. Winning the battle along the boards with the puck. Still has possession of it. Strong on it. Plays that to Whiteley. Whiteley down low to Willen. Tyrone Willen now stops. Goes the other way. Up to Whiteley. To Phillips. Phillips back to Whiteley. Near the point. Oh, and now down low. Shot there. Oh, beautiful save by Tebek. Sprawling out to make a beautiful save on Cale Price. It looked like he had a tap in, but Mason Tebek said, not so fast. Good, sir. We're going to keep this a 2-1 game. As the Canucks with 18 seconds remaining, still searching for their first power play goal, searching for the equalizer. Though they've had plenty of puck movement on the PP tonight. The Vics have also had their chances shorthanded, as we've seen. But here are the Canucks trying to get one final chance here on the power play. The dying 10 seconds now. Vics just looking to eat it along the boards to waste time. The Canucks, maybe one more chance for Krekowitz. His shot on net. Seen through traffic. Glove down by Mason Tebek. Rough stuff in front of the net before we get sent off here, though. In front of the Vics net. And you gotta wonder, folks, how rough it's gonna get. How chippy it's going to get in this final period of play. As the Canucks down 1-0 or 2-1, down by 1 to the Victorias. The Vics looking to end their 2023 portion of the schedule with a win. The Canucks searching for win 2022 and a victory in their final game of the 2023 portion of the schedule as well. In this period, I mean, we saw what can happen when you make mistakes against this Canucks team, when you turn it over, something that the Victorias had been doing a good job of avoiding up until early on, where Brady Whiteley that is, picks off a pass, takes it in, and kicks it out to Griffin Height as they're coming down with speed, and Height makes no mistake, burying it top blocker hand side on Mason Tabak. But for the Vics, a team that wouldn't quit, a team that answered back and countered quickly, they take it towards the net, causing mayhem. That top line goes to work, and Netchwaduk with a beautiful touch in front of his own net. The Vics, like I said, have had chances on the PK. The Canucks continue to work on the power play, but still have yet to find a goal against Vics penalty kill. That's been pretty impressive. The Vics up 2-1. It's going to be an absolute war in this period coming up, I feel like, ladies and gentlemen, and anyone else who may be watching. But myself, Graham the G-Show Forsyth, going to rest my voice for what should be a very eventful third period where the Vics up 2-1 on the defending champs in the third installment of the finals rematch from last season in the MMJHL. Brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, Terrico, and Goaltenders. We'll be back soon on MMJHL Game Day finale for 2023. back here from St. Vital Centennial Arena, where the Victorias are up 2-1 after 2. Just to get you guys to the goal scorers for that period of play. It was Griffin Height scoring his 19th of the season, assisted by Brady Whiteley 34 seconds in, and then 1 minute and 16 seconds into the period, Jack Hazer scoring his 9th of the season, a second of the game, assisted by Rylan Etchwaduke and Tyler Rubini. 3 penalties for the Vics in that period, 5 in total for them in this game. And they've killed off all 5 of them. For St. James, they've played pretty disciplined in this one. Lane Richardson and Brady Whiteley taking the only penalties. Whiteley the only penalty for them in the second period, and they've killed off both of them against the Vics in this game tonight. Shots are 24-14 in favor in total right now for St. James. 13-10 they led in that second period, and the Vics looking to close out in these next 20 miles, these next 20 minutes. What would be an upset win here by the standings over the St. James Junior Canucks, and would give them the 2-1 series lead in the season series this season. But a lot of game left to go. St. James looking to leave it all out there on the ice, give everything they have as this, as well as St. Vital, be their final game of the 2023 portion of the schedule. Played off the boards into the glove of Noah Gilbert. And that's something that Gilbert's had to deal with a lot of in this game, has been the banks off of the backboards behind the net. Of course, it costed them in the first goal of the game as puck banked off the backboards behind the net, got past Gilbert into the slot for Jack Hazer. Was left wide open and had a wide open net to shoot into. Degagne now breaking into the zone. He's going to shoot wide of the net. Might have caught a piece of Halati. Sent back into the Victoria zone. Halati sent a pass that was jumping a bit to number 13 and Aiden Anderson. Tried cradling it, but got deflected out of play. So we'll get a face-off here with 19:16 remaining early on in this frame. And a game brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Draw one. Phillips at the point. His shot gets blocked. Tyrone Willen was looking for it, couldn't find it, and the Vics going the other way now. Jack Hazer taking it up along the boards wide. Closest to us. Hazer with it now down low. He's going to look to protect. Tries leaving it with a back pass for a teammate. Couldn't get to one. And it's going to be Rubini banking it off the boards down low. Thor Sissel played that to Phillips. It's going to be back to Borthistle. In the corner now. Puck ends up getting into the possession of Gilbert, and we're going to get a stoppage in play here. Again in the Canucks zone. Shot wide of the net from the Vics. As they go to work down low. Canucks trying to rim it out and can't. It's held in still by the Vics. Deflected wide of the net. Luke Elliott out there, along with his line mates. Brady Jaquette just outside of the Canucks zone. Sends it in. The Canucks looking to go the other way. That pass too much for Cale Price to handle. And he's wondering why the ref blew it there. I kind of do agree with him. Kind of thought he was already over the red line when he touched that, but I guess it was too close for the refs to call. And they decide to go the other way, playing not in the favor of Cale Price and his junior Victorias. He'll be back in the face-off circle to square up against Jack Hazer. Draw is going to be won by the Victoria shot. Etchwaduke, his shot saved by the glove of Noah Gilbert. As now the Canucks go off for a change. The Vicks looking to keep this puck hemmed in, or in the Canucks zone for as much as possible in this period. Looking to hold on to this lead. Werfel gets that pass. Payson Butler played towards the front of the net. Crashing there was Arneson, but couldn't get the loose puck. Here's Rubini now. His shot shoots wide of the net. On Gilbert, gets played towards the front of the net. Can't get there though. It's going to be Werfel who just plays that off the boards. Gets past Werfel's stick into the possession of Kaiser now. Can't get much further though. Trying to get past Thorsteinsson. Number 15. As it's Rubini now. His shot from the high. Ice in the Canuck zone goes wide. Number 15 is Krekowitz, sorry, for the Canucks. Had that name wrong. It's Arneson now looking to break in. He does. Spins around, looking to evade the check. No check ever came. It's going to be the Vicks going out the other way. Rubini chipped that to himself. He's in the neutral zone just before the blue line, though. Dumps it down and will be going off for a change. Imbrogno now down low. Gets that towards the front of the slot area. Nichaporik now with it. Taking it down low. Sends that out in front for Imbrogno now. But the Canucks picking that off and going the other way. Smith leaves a drop for Grindle. His shot wide of the net. Held in now by Whiteley. This time he lays a reverse hit. Standing his ground on Carter Lee. As the Canucks looking to work on the outside. That shot unable to get through. Played towards the front of the net. It's to Imbrogno. His pass towards the bench. Can't find anybody and the Canucks go the other way. In possession now. It's Smith. His shot wide of the net from the outside. Kept in by Whiteley. Shot wide of the net. So they're down low. Brejachet with the puck now. Backhands that across to Imbrogno. Imbrogno loses possession of it though. Offside on the play. So there was a delayed one from the Canucks. That's Smith. There's confusion all around there. We'll get a face-off just outside of the Vic zone with 15:51 remaining in the period. Jack Kaiser, Blake Lee to take the draw. He won it. Went D to D to Jaquette, up the middle to Blake Lee. Lee looking to take it in wide, drops it for a teammate, and that's going to be turned over, taken the other way. Griffin Height now, looking to go wide on Malmus. Malmus playing a good gap, gets played towards the front, tipped on net. And Mason Tabak going to be up to the task. To glove it and make the save to cover things up here with 15:33 remaining in the third period. Vicks still lead 2-1. Height in on the draw, loses this time to Blake Lee. Fourth Thistle played up, chipped, and now here go the Vicks going the other way. Getting it into the Canucks zone. Canucks defending well, and they get that out rather quickly. Here's Cole Younger going up the other side. He delays, stops up, leaves that for a D. Goes D to D, but misses the pass. It was off the mark, his attempt, that was. As the Vicks get it in, back into the Canucks zone. It's into the neutral zone now. Kaiser, quick backhand pass back to Payson Butler. Surveying options, Butler goes into the neutral zone. Pass towards the middle for Kaiser. Kaiser back out wide for Nolan Anderson. Sanderson sends that down low deep. Rimmed around and possession of Willen now as he meets it at the wall. Tyrone Willen going across, can't find a teammate. And the Vicks recovering again. It's that cross-ice pass from one wing to the other in the neutral zone that St. James is trying to hit on. Just haven't had success with it here. Just over 5 minutes gone in this period. Not the success they'd hoped to anyways in terms of establishing the zone. That gets sent into the Vic zone now. And an icing will be called on the play. It's Tyrone Woolen, Caleb Price, and Mason Vandell, that top line for the Canucks, forced to stay out, while the Vicks can get some fresh legs. They're also the home team, so they have last change tonight. And if the Vics are able to hold on to this victory, this would be huge for their confidence heading into the break. In a December that hasn't been kind to them. Rubini couldn't get that shot through. But they've only won twice here in December. That gets put out of play. And a much better start here from the Vics tonight. As that's what haunted them, honestly, in their last few games here at St. Vital. Sure, they gave up a lot of shots against, but they were making a concerted effort to, get into shooting lanes, cover more of the middle. And here's Rubini with it now. He stopped up, has a shot blocked. Whiteley getting in the lane. And the Canucks looking to go the other way. It's Mason Vandal cruising with speed through the neutral zone. Vandal almost beating Butler, but couldn't quite with that last move. He's got to stick on to disrupt him. Gets played to Mason Vandal now. Vandal to Ross. His shot, low rebound there. Tabak stretched out to make a shot that didn't come on a potential save. A shot from Price. That gets batted out of midair before the Vics can enter the zone. Played back to Butler. Butler looking to get this up quick to Netchwaduk, and he does. Netchwaduk towards the middle to Rubini now. Rubini back to Netchwaduk. Down low. Tries dropping to Rubini, but can't. Off of the stick of number 11. Rubini now picking it up. High slot. Puck bouncing. Ends up just getting it in as the puck wouldn't settle down on him. Rimming that around the Canucks zone. So it's into neutral zone now. Taken out. Number 21, Machia from Jarrett Ross in the neutral zone. It's Luke Elliott now with the puck. His shot turned aside by Noah Gilbert as he came out more so to control the rebound. Chip pass, the defenseman of the Vics. Can't beat him there is Arneson, the second man he had to beat in the neutral zone. It's the Vics now looking to break out the other way. They can't. The Canucks now holding it in. That's Werfel out there. Looking to get that towards the front of the net. Deflected onto Beck. Making the save. Looked like he wasn't sure where it was at first. And to Beck with a huge save for the Victorians to keep this a tie, or to keep this a one-goal lead for the Vics. Stopping it from being a tie for now as the Canucks searching for that 2-2 equalizer. Machia on the draw loses it. It's 1-2 Phillips. Phillips sends that, or tried to down low and does, to Arneson and company in the corner for the Canucks. Halati now making his way up the big zone, plays that to Luke Elliott. Elliott just past the red line, dumps that in, goes off for a change, getting fresh legs out there. As Carter Lee and Alessandro and Brogno out for the Victorias. Kiesman goes D-to-D quickly with Halati. Halati, nice move to the middle before playing that up to a teammate. Just before the blue line. The Vics now in that shot high of the net. Dayton Kiesman now pinching in. Playing it towards the area where Blakely is. Now it's through traffic. Gilbert not sure where that was. Shot from the point from Wirch. Zimbrogno down low. Almost ends badly for him going into the boards. He finally loses his balance. Battle along the boards now as the Canucks looking to break it out, and they do, going cross ice for number 3 in Werfel, but loses the race there to the puck. Thorsteinson got that to a teammate, number 27 in Smith, who just dumps it down. Wirch back there to recover. He looks to reverse, but no D there. That just gets past Smith's stick. Now played up into the neutral zone towards the middle for Nolan Anderson. Tries dragging in, but can't. Loses possession of the puck. Smith with it now on his stick. That's sent cross ice at center ice for Thorsteinson. Decides to dump that in. Canucks can't win the race there on the forecheck. The Vics going up the other way. That pass unable to be received there by number 23 and Nolan Anderson. It was just before the red line. So that means we will be getting an icing on the Vicks. The game brought to you by Goaltenders or Goalies Personal Video Review Service. Check out their website at GordyTomlinsonGoalies.ca tonight or today, whenever you do, for more information. But face off in the Vicks and Kaiser out to take it against Kale Price. Price does not win that cleanly, but Canucks in possession of it. Vandal down low, played towards the front of the net. Loose puck, no one could get it. It's a shot, save made, turn aside there. From Price, in close is Willen. Gets, cross ice pass towards the crease. No shot there from the Canucks. Price can't get a shot on net. As the Canucks so close to potentially tying this game. Quebec was not in great position to make that save off the one-timer. Mason Vandal from the corner, out to Tyrone Willen. Beautiful save. Couldn't get it high enough. Was Willen on Quebec. Keeping this a 2-1 game for the Vicks. Jaquette rushing in up into the play now. Kaiser sends that down low near the blue line. Rimmed around the boards and the Canucks going the other way. It's Tyrone Willen, a teammate with him in Vandal. That shot gets through, stick to the corner by Mason Quebec. Out of the Vicks zone now into the neutral zone. The Canucks send it in. Dayton Kiesman plays that to Rubini, but he's going to turn it over. Degagne there, disruptive. Halati now with the puck, can't get it out cleanly. Willen now with it, can't go in right away. Delayed offside. It still is. Oh no, sorry, it isn't for the Canucks as they were deemed they cleared. To Rubini. Rubini cross ice. Nichaporek draws the penalty in the process. A hooking on the play. As the Canucks will be short-handed for the next 2 minutes. So the number one penalty kill in the league will be put to the test again. In what is a must-kill for the Canucks. As good as that team is, I mean, you've had trouble getting your opportunities on this Vicks team, the prime ones, all night long. You only have one goal to show for it, so if you are down 2-0 after this, or down by 2 after this, down 3-1, with under halfway to go in this third period, could be curtains for the Canucks. Brady Jaquette, calm in his own end, decides to rush it up, leaves that for Rubini. Rubini towards the middle for Nechwaduk. He's into the zone. Nechwaduk tried to backhand windmill through, but lost possession of it into the corner. Vicks with support down low along the walls. That one, miss pass. Couldn't connect with Jaquette as Quebec out to stop it, out to leave it. Jaquette looking to break out again, takes it up that right side, protects from Richardson. Building speed through the neutral zone, protects now past Bruce. Played towards the middle, but can't find a teammate. Unsuccessfully locating a teammate there. To Rubini at the point. Rubini sending that down low for number 8 in Alessandro Imbrogno. Going to work for the Vicks along the wall, battle in, loses possession on the puck, and gonna be sent down into the Vicks own end. Out to leave it there and stop it for Jaquette is Quebec as Jaquette waits for options. Thorsteinson there to challenge. I mean, Nolan Anderson building speed through the neutral zone, takes it out wide. Leaves it, Anderson towards the front of the net for Aiden Anderson, but couldn't locate him. Aiden Anderson now gets that stripped away from him near the top of the zone, and it's unable to be held in by the Victorias. Werfel sending that down low. 10 seconds remaining in the Vicks power play now as Halati looks to break up one more time for this Vicks team. Kaiser, nice move. Kicks that to Malmus. Malmus draw pass for Kaiser through his legs and onto the stick of Tyrone Willen. Tyrone Willen now burning down the right side. Shot wide of the net, or I should say high of the net. That one had a lot of steam on it. A lot of power behind it. Price playing that around for Willen, and he looks like bad hit in the boards there. A lot going on. That gets sent down for an icing. The refs just letting them play there. First off, Tyrone Willen takes a hit awkwardly into the boards. His face plants into the glass. And then the Canucks delivering the favor back to the Vicks in the corner. A hit that looked like a Vicks player got sent headfirst into the boards. No call on the play. Everyone was okay on it as we play on. With 6:09 left in this period, Mason Vandal can't get that cleanly to teammates at the point for Whiteley, that is, gets that block. The Vicks able to clear it successfully. And Noah Gilbert out to leave it for Whiteley. That's been a theme in tonight's game for the Vicks, getting in a lot of lanes to block shots that the Canucks have unable to be getting through. Along the board, stopped up, Payson Butler, fans on the pass, backhand to Netchwaduk, on with, or no, it's Rubini, has Netchwaduk with him, off the post is Rubini dragged. Got that shot off, close to extending height, a man with him. Oh, beautiful defensive play by Payson Butler, getting the applause from the crowd. As he sprawled out, Height had a man with him. That could have been the tie goal, but it was Payson Butler's clutch stick, spreading out to make the play. Looks like the net might have been off there. The refs decided to call it as there was commotion at the side of the net. With 5:09 remaining, the Vicks up 2-1 over a Canucks team that's been coming. Oh boy, have they been coming late in this period. A nice strip there by Nolan Anderson, going the other way, has Aiden Anderson with him. Nolan looking to protect. He lays a reverse hit there on Cole Younger. It's out to Nolan Anderson now. He protects along the boards. Wirch, his shot, wide of the net. A teammate into the skates now of Aiden Anderson. Slot area, gets that to the point. Reese White played that to a corner. Looked like maybe a redirect, maybe it was just a pass. Didn't end up resulting in anything. Here's Griffin Height going now. Looking to beat Wirch with speed. Almost does. Nice job by Wirch along the boards to take that away from Height. 4:23 remaining now in this period. Thorstensen sends that down, almost sent into the boards, but was not. Sorry, that was Krekowitz. A bit hard to see number 15 and number 16 to differentiate them tonight, folks. So I do apologize about that. Same with 16 and 18 on the Vicks, which is Kaiser and Lee. Apologies for some mispronunciations tonight. And Brogno wins the race to the puck first, plays it off the boards of the Vicks, able to breathe a bit in their own end, into the skates now of Arneson, but gets stripped away. Kaiser now taking the puck the other way, past the red line, sending that down low where Gilbert's out to leave it in play. Gilbert having some problems again behind his own net. Vicks can't get it out in front quick enough, though, to capitalize as the Canucks recover. It's along the boards, closest to the Canucks bench now. To Carterly, his shot gonna be block, could not get there. Jack Kaiser now down low, looking for number 3, can't get that put on the side of the net. So it's held in. Jaquette went D to D. Malmus takes a bad spill into the boards. He's gonna go up hobbling, holding his shoulder. Hopefully that's not a dislocation for him. We get back to play here. And Brogno tries sending that on net. Does turn aside into the corner with the paddle of Noah Gilbert. Still 2-1, 2:50 remaining here. Halati holds just past his blue line. Sends that in deep. Icing on the play. And the Vicks looking to hold on here with 2:43 remaining in a game, of course, brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, Terrico. Serving Manitoba producers for over 80 years, as well as Goaltenders, your goalie's personal video review service. This one going down to the wire, won by Price towards the boards to Willen. His attempt to get it down low, unsuccessful. Delayed offside on the play. Refs letting that go, as I believe Mason Vandal might have touched it. So we play on. Attempted to be sent towards in the other corner for the Victorias. There's going to be a whistle on the play. Not quite sure why. Missed that. We'll have a face-off inside of the big zone. The Canucks looking to tie this game and give themselves a chance late here at win number 22. Shot, save made by Quebec. Turned aside for Brady Whiteley, who's had so many shot opportunities in this one. A lot of them have been blocked. Some of them have gone through. Willen leaves that behind the back for Mason Vandal. Played to the net. Paddled away by Quebec. Vic's looking to get it out now. Played high up into their zone. Tipped off the boards. And here's Nichaporik. Nichaporik gets that. Score. Oh, off the post. A beautiful one-touch pass. Diving of Nichaporik. No icing on the play. It's waved off towards the slot. Shot off the crossbar. Rebound there. It's on top of the net now. No whistle on the play. Oh my goodness. What just happened here at the Centennial? A turnover behind the net from the Victorias. Mason Vandal wide open in front. Even looked like he took a split second. He could have released it faster. Hits the crossbar. And the Canucks just can't buy that same amount of offenses we're used to seeing. And going down in the other end, it was Nichaporik before that sequence happened. Diving, getting a piece of the puck with a stick to send it across to Netraduk, who leaves it with a shot for Rubini, who I think he hit the post. But that last sequence we just saw, the puck ends up on top of the net. Netraduk putting his hand on it to get things called faster, I guess. And with a minute 37 left, this is a classic. It's not the night before Christmas. Kind of wish it was, so that would be a fitting title to use. And what a game this is. The Canucks call the timeout. They're back out of it. They have pulled the goalie. It's worked down low. In the last minute and 30 of this game, the Vicks along the boards. It's Blake Lee loses possession of it. Mason Vandal trying to get that down low. Price along with Tyrone Willen. All at the boards closest to us. Krekowitz, nice move to protect. At the outside, that one banking off the glass first. And then into the netting, but the refs deciding this one is going to go out of play since it wasn't touched. Or going to go out of the big zone for the faceoff since it wasn't touched by Victoria's player. That means Noah Gilbert. Mooney and company going to elect to keep him on the bench. Halati looked like he was potentially looking to shoot height with the puck. That puck, try getting it towards the center of the ice, couldn't. It's to the point, held in by Whiteley. To Phillips. Phillips back to the point to Whiteley. Loads of bodies in front. Shot can't get through. Nice block there by Kiesman. Willen up to the point for Whiteley. Whiteley to Phillips. Back up to Whiteley. Whiteley to the left for Willen. Willen towards the front of that rebound there. Oh, what a beautiful save! Are you kidding me, Mason Quebec? He sprawls out to make it a game saver here with 37.9 seconds remaining. Vic still lead 2-1. We're back at it again. Height wins the draw to Willen. Willen with it up top to Whiteley. Whiteley block shot there from Lee. It's out of the zone. 27 seconds remaining now as it's Whiteley going in. Tries playing that to a teammate, but nice stick defended by the Vicks. Applause from the crowd beside me. 20 seconds under that to go now into the Canucks zone. Netraduk on the puck first, just looking to eat it along the boards. Canucks trying to dig it out. And it's the junior Victorias who are going to hold on to win this one in a thriller to end off their 2023 portion of the schedule. Heading in to the new year, heading into the break. It was Jack Kaiser who scored 2 goals, the only 2 goals for the Vics in this one. There were no third period goals in this matchup. There could have been. The Canucks all over the Vics late in that game. Throughout this period, the Vics having their opportunities off the rush, ringing a few posts themselves. And as the crowd clears out here at the Centennial, caps off probably the most entertaining game we've seen here so far in total on the network on GShow Productions. Noah Gilbert ends up only having his second loss of the season tonight. And for Mason Tebec, not only one huge save near the end of that game, but 2 huge saves, most notably the last one where he sprawled out to get across to keep it a tie game with 37 seconds left. We'll see if the final shots were updated for this game. They weren't. They were 24-14 heading in. The Canucks had a ton of chances. They were pressing late in this game. They had some trouble establishing as the period started out, but as it went along, they started to get to their game, more controlling, more sliking around like they do. But the Vics, they were just up to the test, man, and their goaltending came to play tonight. Mason Tebec is your player of the game for the Victorias. I know I said Kaiser, but without Tebec, this game doesn't end up being a 2-1 lead for the Vics as late as it was. It could have been a tie game or even the Canucks leading it, heading in, to overtime potentially. This game could have gone for the Canucks. I'd say their player of the game, probably Griffin Height. Could have given it to Brady Whiteley as well. Both of them had points, but Height was creating all night long with his quick speed, his really good shot, good passing ability as well. But the big player of the game, like I said, for the Victorias, Mason Tebec, number 1. He made all the big saves tonight. His team was doing a great job in front of him, blocking shots, making more of an effort to defend well. But when things broke down, he was up to the test. Made a highlight reel save, probably the best one we've seen here all year on GShow Productions. And yeah, for the Vics, they started off better in this game. They had more of an emphasis on the defensive side of the game, and they were capitalizing on their chances when they could. That's what you need to do against the Canucks team, who's probably going to control the shot count 4-2 against. And yeah, you need to get blocks, which the Vics were doing tonight. Get big goaltending, the big saves when you need to, and resulted in a Vics 2-1 victory. They lead 2-1 in the series now over the St. James Junior Canucks, handing them their 4th regulation loss of the season. We'll be back in action here for the new year at St. Vital Centennial Arena on GShow Productions, folks. But until then, I've been your play-by-play commentator, Graham the GShow Forsyth, saying thank you to Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, Terrico, and Goaltenders for sponsoring tonight's MMJHL Game Day, to my broadcasting crew that helped me produce tonight's game, and to you, the viewer, for tuning in. Until the new year, everybody, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a safe and wonderful holiday, a wonderful new year as well. Until next time, folks, on MMJHL Game Day, it's Graham the GShow Forsyth saying so long. The Vics victorious 2-1 over the top-seeded St. James Junior Canucks here from the Centennial on Thursday night. Good night, everybody.